Today we are going to learn theorem 6 related to irrational numbers. Already we learnt the irrational numbers in previous classes. What are irrational numbers? Non-terminating and non-recurring numbers. Now theorem 6. Let P be a prime number. P be a prime number. What are prime numbers? It has only one factor, that is only 1, and another factor itself. If P divides A square, A is positive integer, then P also divides A. If P divides A square, then P also divides A. Then how to prove? Now let us say A is equal to P1, P2, Pn, where P1, P2 are prime numbers. Now A is a product of P1, P2 up to Pn. Then A square is equal to P1, P2 up to Pn into P1, P2, Pn. Here P divides A square already given. Now here when you multiply 2 times prime number, that become a positive number, composite number, positive composite number. See, suppose 1 is prime number 2. Then when you multiply same prime number, 2 2s are 4. Means now when you multiply 2 prime numbers, you will get one composite number. Then for that is a perfect square also. Now A is equal to P1, P2, Pn, where P1, P2 are primes, are prime numbers. Means here A square means prime numbers into prime numbers. Then it become a composite number. A square becoming composite number. Now P divides A square already given in the theorem. Now then P is one of the prime factor of A square. Now P divides means here A square has suppose 4 prime factors. In that one is must be P, because P divides A square. Then P must be one of the prime number. So then P is one of the prime factor of A square. So as per fundamental theorem, then what is fundamental theorem? If you can write a composite number in the product of any 2 or more prime factors. You can write any composite number in the form of factors of prime numbers. Then prime factors of A square what? P1, P2 up to Pn. So P is one of the P1, P2, Pn. P is equal to P1, P2, Pn. Any one it should be equal to P. So P also divides A. Hence proved. What is the sixth theorem? If P divides, P is a prime number, P divides A square, then P divides A also. Means as per fundamental theorem, if you multiply 2 times prime number, it become composite number. Then P is one of the prime factor. So A square, when P divides A square, as well as it divides A also. Now let us discuss exercise 4 based on 1.6 theorem and fundamental arithmetic theorem. Now show that root 2 is irrational. First we have to assume root 2 is rational, contrary. Means reverse. We have to assume reverse root 2 is rational. What is the rational number? It is in the form of P by Q. Q is not equal to 0. Now, if it is rational, then there exist 2 integers R and S such that root 2 is equal to R by S. If R and S have a common factor other than 1, we divide by common factor to get root 2 is equal to A by B. Suppose here R and S having some common factors. Then we have to make them as a coprimes. What are the coprimes? There is no common factor other than 1. Means if you divide with some factor, you will get R and S as coprimes. Now here when you divide with A and B, you will get root 2. then root 2 is equal to a by b. A and b are co-primes. Here a and b has no other common factor other than 1. Now before that we think root 2 is a r by s. R by s has some common factors. After that we divide some common factor, you will get root 2 is equal to a by b. A and b are co-primes. Here there is no common factor other than 1. Now squaring on both sides, you will get a square by 2 is equal to b square. As per theorem 1.6, 2 is dividing a square. It also divides a. Now we can write a is equal to 2c because see it also divides a, means 2 is a common factor for a. 2 is a common one of the factor for a. Now 2 into c, c is an integer, then any number. Suppose if you take a as a 10, then 2 5s are, then c will become 5. Suppose a is 20, then 2 10s are 20, c become 10. Like that, then we can write a is equal to 2c. Why we have to write it 2c only? 2 is a dividing factor for a and a square. Then one of the factor compulsory 2 you have to write 2c. A is equal to 2c. Then squaring on both sides, you will get 2a square is equal to 4c square. What you will get? A square is equal to 4c square. But a square, what we assumed here? 2b square. 2b square is equal to, instead of a square, what we can write? 2b square. Then 2b square by 4 is equal to c square. Then b square by 2 is equal to c square. Here also 2 is dividing b square. Then it also divides b as per 1.6 theorem. Now here from this what we observed? Then b also dividing by 2. A also dividing by 2, means A and B has some common factor 2. Then we can't say A and B are a co-prime because one common factor is there. Then those are not a co-primes. Then 2 is a common factor for A and B. But this contradicts the fact that A and B are co-primes. First what we took? A and B as a co-primes we took. But here we proved that 2 is a common factor for A and B, means A and B are not a co-primes. Then our assumption is wrong. So root 2 is irrational. Now let us discuss another problem in exercise 4. Now root 3 plus root 5, we have to show root 3 plus root 5 as irrational. On the contrary, on the reverse, what we have to assume? Root 3 plus root 5 is rational number. Then rational number is in the form of p by q. Then root 3 plus root 5 is equal to p by q, q not equal to 0. Squaring on both sides. Root 3 plus root 5 whole square is equal to p by q whole square. Now a plus b whole square formula what? A square 2ab b square. Now root 3 square 2 root 3 root 5 plus root 5 whole square is equal to p square q square. Now root 3 square means 3, 2 root 3 into root 5 root 15 plus 5 is equal to p square by q square. Next, if you add 3 and 5 you will get 8. 8 plus 2 root 15 is equal to p square by q square. Then take that a that side, it will become negative. Now p square by q square minus 8. Now 2 root 15 is equal to, take as a LCM q square, then p square minus 8 q square. Now root 15 is equal to, take 2 that side, then root 15 is equal to p square minus 8 q square by 2 q square. Since p and q are integers, p square minus 8q square by 2q square is rational. So root 15 also rational. But we know already root 15 is a irrational. Root 15 is irrational. There is no perfect, the 15 is not a perfect square number. Then we can say that is a irrational. But what we proved? Root 15 is a rational. Then our assumption is wrong. So root 15 is a irrational.